When we last left off, you guys had gone into a coliseum in the city of Heska. You had, I used the word fight, not, you didn't really fight, but uh,
It was more
Igneal,
of a slaughter. He got
Igneal,
slaughtered, huh?
yes, Igneal with the use of a
The
charm
mage guy.
person spell caused
Oh, gotcha. I
caused
thought you were
the
talking about
the
us getting captured.
champion to surrender. The crowd booed him, but there was no foul play. They were then led up to the champion's bedchamber, which was now theirs. Did you guys ever get your gold, or have they not given you your gold yet?
You
I
get.
think
We
we got
got
our
our
gold,
gold.
yeah.
Okay, okay,
We got.
Yeah, we
our
got a goal.
okay.
I was trying to take that away from us,
I'm not
Logan.
trying to take away. I just didn't remember. It's been a
We'll
week.
just pour water.
Uh,
It's been 2 weeks, I think.
2
I don't
weeks,
think we
yeah.
played last weekend.
Yeah, it's been 2.
anyways,
Good.
a figure from Igneal and Rand's past named Julius Cadence made an introduction and was immediately attacked.
I sat
The
there
Rams
and
here.
ate while I watched them fight.
Vaughn and ate while he watched the very one-sided fight as Igneal and Rand were defeated.
Allegedly.
Then Vaughn brought them back, but the wizard, seeing that the tide may have been turning, triggered a teleportation spell and whisked away Igneal and Rand, along with 2 knights.
And I turned invisible, left over to the guild to bust some shit, and that's where my characters left off.
Yep.
I like how Manny's not even worried about us. Some friendship.
I think he was working with him.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Before we got teleported, I grabbed Manny's foot and brought him along with us. It's completely
I was too
canon.
far away to do it.
That's not what I remember.
Anyway, Igneal and Rand. The teleportation spell went through, and then there was just darkness. You guys, you didn't fall unconscious, but you weren't aware of what was going on. Now, when we take place, you guys awaken in a cold, damp cell. Iron bars in front of you, 2 bed cots on either side, and it's just quiet.
Is it familiar to us?
Make a perception check.
All right. Oh, I got a freaking nat 1.
I gotta find my dice. Hold on. Which dice am I using?
I don't remember shit.
I got a 7 plus like nothing, I think.
Okay.
Intelligence or what was it?
Perception.
Oh yeah, just a 7.
Okay. The surroundings are unfamiliar to you. It's a stone cell with iron bars.
Hey, Logan, quick
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Quick question. Are we level 5 or level 6?
Level 6.
6.
Okay. No problem. I think my thing just didn't save. You're good.
Okay.
Continue.
You guys are in a stone cell with iron bars. On the other side of the iron bars are some torches and
Are we
2
healed? Am I still knocked out? Sorry.
You
I was knocked
guys
out last time
you
I
guys
checked.
feel fine. You do notice, however, your
Like
equipment
all spell slots and stuff?
Yes, but do you realize all your equipment is gone?
That son of a bitch.
All healed up. All equipment's gone. Where is Long with me?
Long is in the cell with you.
Okay, I'll take that. We're all in the same cell.
You're all in the same cell along with one other person. Manuel, if you'd like to describe your character.
Alright. 6 feet tall. Blood skin with black piercing eyes. Several scars going down my tail. A man by name. And I wear a roguish gear.
Is he a rogue? Can I tell if he's a rogue?
Make a perception check.
I don't trust rogues. 6.
6. You can't really tell. It's dark.
I look at him harder.
Make another perception check.
It's like with advantage or disadvantage because he's trying to
Five's
The-
worse than 6, right?
The DC is higher. What'd you say,
Five's
mine?
worse than 6, right?
A 5?
Yeah.
I got a 19.
Okay. Javon, looking at him, Manuel, you can describe your class if you'd like.
I am a guy by trade. I am a rogue in a way, but not in a way. That's what I
I
put it.
whisper in Rand's ear. What is he?
I'll go ahead and just ask him where we are. Hey, do you know where we're at right now? Where's Julius?
Vaughn,
You don't.
go ahead.
You don't know. Their gear just got here about a couple days back. They caught me. They caught me with some supplies that I was bringing in. So third gear is here to go ahead and try to get out. Do you
Well,
guys
it's nice
look
to
out
meet
or
you.
not?
My name's Igneal. I don't know what your name is, though.
Third
Third
gear
gear.
just said third gear's name.
Third gear?
You definitely
Third
said the
gear.
key.
Like third gear?
Third gear. THERKEAR. As human common language would say.
Third gear. Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
Okay. After awkward
you want
introductions.
out or not?
Yes.
Is there a key close
Yes,
by?
I'd like out of this prison.
Logan, is there a key close by? Or anything?
He's in the prison with us,
He's
right?
in the prison with you. Make a perception check, Thurkir.
While he's doing that, can I go ahead and stick my head through the bars and look around, see if I see anything?
Make an investigation check.
Investigation.
Perception. It's a perception check, right?
Do I see our stuff? Like where our stuff might be? All of our equipment and stuff?
With your perception check earlier,
I pretty much keep most of my stuff in the bag of holding except for whatever I'm like wearing.
Yes.
So
you don't see any chests or anything. All you see are 2 suits of armor.
Nat 21.
Nat 21?
That one.
Nat 1. What were you looking for again, Manny?
I was looking for the key to the door.
You don't see the key to the door, but you do know that they routinely come to bring food, and when they do, they bring the key.
I could just fireball this door open.
You don't have your somatic components.
Fuck me.
Good question.
Close for close by.
Does anybody have anything that I can turn into a little lockpick?
Mm. The most I can do right
I
now
don't think I have
is-
anything.
Yeah, he took all of our supplies, and I tried to investigate, and I wrote on one, so I don't see anything.
Rats. Rats. I sit. You
Okay.
guys do what you want.
Ooh, okay. How about this, Logan? Can I go ahead and cast Unseen Servant?
You can't cast
To,
any spell. You don't have your somatic components.
Does he need some meta components for this one?
Yes. All
Yeah,
spells.
for
all
pretty much
spells
the
require.
spells.
Not all of them.
But
Some
I
actually.
thought
if
when
they're
it says,
cantrips,
yeah,
it
when-
depends.
Let me
When
look.
it says V, S, and M, I thought that's kind of like a choice.
Let me look.
If it's only one of those things, oh, yeah, I just honestly don't know. The components V, S, and M. So I think it could be verbal, whatever the other crap is, or
Material.
yeah. And I mean, why the hell would I choose material? It's stupid.
No, it means you require all 3.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
well, how about this?
Can we
I search-
cast cantrips or not?
No, you can't cast any
Yeah.
spells.
Can I search the cell, see if I can find a piece of string?
Make an investigation check.
Oh man. I got a 17.
17.
Yeah.
Doing a quick search of the prison cell, tossing the cots and moving the food plates, you don't find any string,
Mm-hmm.
but you do find a note.
Okay. I'll read it.
Okay. The note basically is from a former prisoner, detailing his torture and the things that went on in the prison, and that he had a plan to escape, but that's where it ends.
I'll go ahead and show it to Manny and Miney.
Okay. After you show it to them, you hear footsteps coming from down the hall. Sorry, I was adjusting my headset.
You're good.
You hear footsteps coming from down the hall.
So somatic is emotion, right? And then verbal. The V is verbal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if
Okay,
it
so
ha-
we can cast firebolt. Let me look at another spell real quick. I want to see. Charm
is material.
person. I can cast charm person as well.
Okay, good to know.
So we hear someone coming.
You hear someone coming.
As soon as I see them and like view close enough to cast my spell, I cast charm person.
Okay. The person rounds the corner. It's not much of a person. It looks more like a suit of armor with flaming red. Where the face should be is just a flaming hole, and where the joints and limbs would be is also just more
It's
flames.
not a person.
Ooh,
Fuck.
quick question, Logan.
Yes.
Not to cut you off. Did they also take my spellcasting focus?
Yes.
Do sorcerers need spellcasting focuses? I don't think
You
they
don't
do,
have to. I'm a wizard. I think wizard.
Sorcerers
Either
don't
way.
need one, I don't think.
Instead of
Yeah.
the component pouch, I had a spellcasting focus.
Mhm.
Aha! See, I will make this work in my favor, Logan. I swear to God. So
The
was-
living
was
suit
it
of
taken?
armor rounds the corner. Miney, you cast your spell, has no effect.
Fuck.
It approaches you with 2 trays of food. It slides them under the bars, turns around and walks out.
Is there bone in there?
Is there bone? It looks.
Hey, hold on. Before that happens, I quickly cast Stone Aegis on him, or whatever my one spell is that gives him a barrier, and I tell one of the other.
mic cut
That's
out.
not gonna work. Hold on. Hmm. What if
Is there bone in
would I
there,
be able
Logan?
to cast my stone shield thing on him, my barrier, and have someone hit him? And would I be able to teleport outside and try and hit the person that hit him, even though they're inside the cage? Would that not work? Or
Actually, Logan.
Yes.
The key on him.
There is a key on
never
him.
mind. It's not gonna work. What I want to
I
do.
cast
Can you use
Mage
Mage
Hand. Also,
man.
since the class I chose for Rogue, it's an invisible Mage Hand.
Okay. You cast Mage Hand,
And I-
and you make a sleight of hand check.
I have advantage. Yay! All right, and that is 29.
29. You deftly, your hand floats over, picks up the key, and then floats back.
Go. Bye bye.
The suit of armor continues on through the doorway and out into the darkness.
Oh, I gotta roll for my
Alright.
sorcerer shit. Oh, nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Alright, bye bye.
Manny, you now have the key.
All right. I said I would get key. Here's key. Let's go ahead and go.
I already like this guy more than Vaughn.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Who the fuck is Vaughn?
Just some jerk that left us to get fucked.
I don't know. Usually people who get locked up in here usually aren't the ones that cause the attack. Or cut for something stupid.
No, that doesn't sound like us.
No, that doesn't sound like us at all.
Ah.
Okay.
All right, so I guess we'll go ahead and unlock the door and start trying to figure. So
Look for our stuff.
yeah, first question: are we the only people in here? Well, I mean, are there other cells of people in the?
As you exit, you can look to your left and right and see that the hallway stretches further with more cells. You can examine each cell individually, but at a cursory glance, it seems you are the only ones in here.
Okay. Well, I was hoping that we could let everybody else.
I look for
No.
our supplies.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Is this just like a criminal prison cell, or is this like a
There's
exclusive cell for this wizard guy?
You're not
Listen.
sure. But
They're
Trick here.
Julius, whatever.
You
I
see
hate how
it.
you stole my name, by the way, Julius. You bastard.
Trakir, down towards the right, it looks like there's a makeshift desk with a chest sitting next to it. You get the idea that maybe your gear might be in there.
I see some supplies. And also, if you're wondering, this is not their normal selves. I got taken here by gods to go ahead and be brought over here to this guy. I don't know what they want to do with me. I think they want experimentation. I come here trying to bring up to a normal world, but here I am.
Well, I wouldn't
Let's
be
get out.
surprised.
They talked about
If this
experimenting on
Julius
you.
is definitely experimentation.
I am assuming
Okay,
we
so
are
this
like
must be his
alien
own
in race.
prison cell place.
Alright, let's go check that box and grab our stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I go open the chest and grab my stuff.
Inside the chest is all your gear, all neatly folded and packed in, almost OCD-like, into the chest.
Also polite.
Yeah,
I'll
this
take all my
is,
stuff.
this is definitely Julius's place.
Okay, you are all refitted with your gear. You're still in the cells, though. What would you like to do?
Alright, so looking around.
Is there only two paths, or?
Yeah.
There's only one way out.
I will head to the door,
I-
and I will,
While they're doing that, I climb on the wall and hang like Spider.
I'll
Should
go
we
clear.
try and go invisible, maybe?
Yeah, we can do that. I'll get to the door.
I could cast invisibility on our new acquaintance here if need be, if he has no way to be super stealthy.
I'd like to stealth, but hanging on the wall like a spider. I
Okay.
have I have slippers of spider climbing.
I prefer if you cast it on my brother.
Oh yeah, your brother, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am black.
You can't cast it on him? Or no.
I don't know. I think my invisibility is just on myself. Oh, no,
Don't-
Is
don't
it a
worry
that's
about
my-
spell? You can cast
It
it
is a spell.
on multiple people, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, you're right. I'll cast it on myself, and we'll get to the
Don't
door,
worry.
and we'll go ahead and
I'm
cast
dark.
invisibility. So
I should be pretty okay.
Okay.
okay. So we're all invisible. Okay.
You cast your spell at third level or higher. You can target one additional creature for each slot above second. So you have to cast it at level 3, but then you can use it on yourself and your brother.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and do that. Yep.
I'm casting invisibility on myself, Logan.
Okay. Roll for me a wild
And-
magic real quick.
I am.
Watch mine.
And
get
Logan, I got a real stealth, right?
gloves and
Yeah,
dark.
roll stealth.
8. I'm good.
8, okay. If you guys are going stealth, I need stealth checks. If you're invisible, you have advantage.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see.
Nat 20.
Uh,
I don't even need to roll again.
24.
Hold on, say it again.
Who?
Manny.
24.
24 or 34?
24. 24. 24.
I got 17 from me. And I got 19 for a long.
Okay.
Mine's 21, but it's a nat 20. So.
Oh! By the way, Logan, in that box, were there the supplies that I was carrying?
No.
Ugh. This is gonna be a long night. Or day.
Alright. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna creak open the door and take a peek before
Okay.
we start heading out.
As you open the door, make a perception check for me.
Got you. 15.
You can see suits of armor just slowly walking down the hall
Hello?
back and forth, pacing.
Oh.
I'm gonna keep on climbing. I'm gonna keep on hanging on the wall.
Is there-
crawling.
Is there any magical
the ceiling, I
devices
mean.
like that might detect our presence? Can I like check for that?
Make an Arcana check.
19 plus something. So like 22.
22? Getting a sense of the room or the hallway, you don't see anything or get the idea that there might be anything to detect you, but you're not 100% sure.
Right, you said looking in the hallway. It's just it's a simple either go left or go right type situation.
Yeah.
Logan, as I'm still crawling on the ceiling and everything, I like to head past them.
Okay, which way are you heading?
Stealthily. Wait, there's two directions because I'm on the ceiling.
Yeah, there's left
Yeah.
and right.
Left and right.
Like what way? It looks like it's the exit for me.
Make a perception check.
That is a 14.
14. You're not quite sure which way the exit would be. There's no smells or sounds to give you any hint.
Which way seems like there's the most of those constructs actually then.
There's one on each side, and they're patrolling. So they cross paths and then go to the other side. Then they tumble back and cross again.
Alright, fuck it. Let's go to the right.
I'll go left.
I follow Ran.
You guys are invisible.
Oh yeah.
We're holding hands.
Yeah, I'm touching Javon's butt.
Staying close.
I don't see you
We're gonna
guys,
go-
so I just go left. Anyways.
We'll catch up. Alright, so we go to the right, Logan.
Okay. You guys descend, or not descend. You guys move forward into the hallway. You easily get by the one living armor. You continue on past another door, and the hallway just stretches out continuously.
Continuously, like this just seems to be another like a long hallway, or does it feel like we might be trapped in some kind of magic spell?
It's just a long hallway.
Oh, okay, then we'll just keep going forward. Can I just do an investigation, just make sure there's no like traps or anything later on?
Make an investigation
Or
check.
perception, investigation. Yeah. That'll be a 15.
15. As you pass by that door,
Mhm.
you do notice maybe 20 feet ahead, there's a single thin line of tripwire across the hallway.
I'll go ahead and tap Igneel and make sure we step over the tripwire.
Okay.
I step
Drakir,
over it.
you're heading down to the left. Manny.
Yes, I am.
Okay. After about 30 feet, it ends in a doorway.
Can I reach the? I'd like to reach the knob to the door with my TM
Okay.
to open it, and I'm still gonna be on the ceiling.
Okay.
Like-
You feel the door and it's not locked. You open it. It swings open. After a couple seconds, you see another one of those armored constructs kind of walk to the door and just kind of look out. Not seeing anything, it turns around and goes back into the room.
The door's still open, right?
Yes.
What's inside?
Inside, it looks like a storage area. Lots of boxes and chests.
Do I see what I'm looking for?
Make an investigation check.
Let's see. Okay, I like that number. 17.
17. You do find the supplies you were transporting in one of the chests, along with a lot of food rations and a lot of non-magic items, just like swords and shields.
I can only carry my supplies. I don't have no bag of holding. I got it. How far is the how far is it from my from the ceiling where I'm reaching? And I'm pretty sure the construct is close by, right?
The construct is by the front of the door, just standing off to the side.
He's not looking at. He's not gonna look or turn or anything. He's just looking.
He looks almost inactive, like he only activated when you open the door.
All right. I'd like to grab my supplies.
Okay, you scoop up your supplies, shoulder them on your back. You're free to move about.
All right. I'm still on. I'm gonna go back on ceiling. Before that, I'm gonna grab. Is there any gold in there? Since
There's
I'm
no gold.
in there. All right. If there's like a little pebble or something like that, I like to throw it over where the all that treasure stuff is, and then walk out
Okay.
from the ceiling.
You throw the pebble, it clatters to the ground. You see the construct, its eyes flare open, or where the eyes would be, flare these little bright bits of blue light. It then marches over to where the pebble was, and you deftly walk out the door.
All right.
Are you going to the right now?
Yes.
Okay.
On the ceiling.
On the ceiling.
Bob, what did you do?
You
Hey,
make
I'll
your.
be right back, y'all.
Okay, you're good.
Scrabble, Clue.
You make your way down the hallway.
Candyland, I like.
Eventually, you come to a spot where the ceiling kind of comes to a point, and as you're walking up it, you can see that it's actually a collapsible ceiling.
Collapsible? Oh,
Yes.
like you mean like it closes down on kind of thing?
As in, if whatever tripwire or mechanism was tripped, it would open and drop rocks on the party.
Okay. Can I go ahead and I don't know if I step on that is gonna cause it to collapse, so can I walk I'm gonna walk on wall.
Okay. You walk along the wall, easily right by it.
Alright. And since I'm pretty sure they don't set like wire traps on the wall, I'm gonna run on the wall just to see if I can catch up.
Okay. Sorry, I was yawning.
That's fun.
You eventually make your way down to the right, and I'll just say for the sake of this, you guys group up together. As you're walking farther down the hallway, it slightly curves to the left and stretches off into darkness. As you continue moving that way, you eventually come to a large iron door.
Is this me and mine here? Or is this Manny?
It's all of you.
We're all grouped up.
I don't see you guys, but I still make the pace somehow.
I kind of whispered to him to slow down when he ran up on the wall, so...
Oh, there you guys are. The kid would be probably in trouble if he wasn't with you guys. Probably.
Okay.
Those are people.
You guys,
Okay.
you walk to the door, you try it, and it's locked.
I whisper.
Dude, see if that key works.
All right.
Yes.
use the key.
Okay. You slip the key in, it unlocks, and the door opens.
Oh, beautiful. I'm so smart. I have only an intelligence of a 10, but you know, so I'm averagely
Yeah,
not
probably
smart, but
6.
smart.
Okay, I'm 11. I have strength of 18. I'm actually a pretty strong wizard. I worked out on the
Jesus Christ. That's a lot.
Are you doing the warlock, I mean not the warlock, the wizard barbarian build kind of thing?
No, I'm
No.
literally trying to make the guy from solo leveling.
Oh god.
It's like I can go ahead and conjure up stuff, but I'll also still punch you in my face.
You guys enter into what seems like an elevator chamber. There's a large elevator in front of you, and it's on the ground right now, but the room itself is empty.
And everything looks normal.
Everything looks normal.
What kind of room is it? An elevator?
It's an elevator
You
room.
said? I click a button on the wall.
The only buttons are inside the elevator.
I go inside the elevator and I click a button.
I stand in the elevator too, just in case.
You better get in here, Rand.
Javon, you there?
What happened?
Are you getting in the elevator with him?
Oh yeah, for sure. Sorry. Sometimes you guys break up.
Okay. You climb. You all three get in the elevator. Igneal, do you just press a random button, or there's 3 buttons? Which one do you press?
What kind of buttons are there? Does it have any labels?
They do not have labels. There's just 3 buttons.
I'm
and
excited, so I just click all of them at the same time.
you hear the elevator clink to life, and it starts to raise up.
Nothing is visible inside the elevator, but all you hear after watching him hit those buttons is a very deep exhale.
The elevator begins to rise up, It comes to what looks like another floor, but it doesn't stop. It just keeps going. And then it comes to another floor. It stops for a couple seconds, and then it descends again. It stops at that second floor one more time, and then continues descending all the way to the bottom floor again.
I think we want to go up, not down, right?
I click the one that brings me up.
We're gonna want to hit the top button.
Okay. You click the top button, the elevator clinks to life again. It rises up past the second floor, all the way to the top floor, and then stops.
I
You
peek my
guys-
head outside the elevator door.
Make a perception
Is there-
check.
Can I see anything?
I just walk out.
15.
15. It looks like it's another elevator room. There's a door just ahead of you, and on either side of the door are suits of armor.
So it's just another elevator room?
Yeah.
And this is the highest up we can go?
Yes.
Is there any other pathways besides the elevators, or is it just elevators?
It's an elevator and then a door across from you.
I think I want to go to the door across.
Yeah, let's check the door first.
I go ahead and change my form. I want to make myself kind of like the wizard
Okay. Which wizard?
with my disguise self.
Are you talking about Julius?
Yes, I kind of want to make myself look like him because I saw him for face to face before they threw me in cell.
Okay. You do the incantation, your form shifts and molds into that of Julius Cadence in his long flowing robes, his long gray hair, and his pointy elf ears.
I don't have his mannerisms, so yeah. I just go to the door, walk up to it, look at them in the eyes, whatever I can see, and just see if I can get through.
Okay. Are you doing it stealthily or are you just approaching the door?
I would say this is like a deception, right? Since I'm disguising myself.
Yes. Okay. As you approach the door, the two suits of armor come to life and they start to march towards you. Go ahead and make a deception check.
All right. That's 19 plus 5, 24.
24. You announce yourself as Julius Cadence. The suits of armor hesitate for a second, and then they march back to their places and deactivate.
All right. I walk forward.
Okay. You try the door. It is unlocked. As you open it, you're greeted with a bright flowing of sunlight. You seem to be in a large glass dome with sunlight pouring in from the heavens. It seems that it's more like a greenhouse. There's lots of lush
Oh.
grass.
Is it like, are we in a tower, or are we in...
Yeah.
You're in like
That's my question.
you're in like a dome. You don't know how
Ooh.
high off of the ground it is, but the
Uh-huh.
walls are all made of stone, and then the roof itself is just a large glass dome.
I want a turtle, Thurshel, third gear. Go ahead and climb up there and see what you can get a look at through the window.
Why do that when I can just do it myself? I walk on wall.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Oh, I thought you were doing it.
Oh, hell no, dude. Fuck that shit.
I'm sorry, I'm not good with metaphors.
You're good. You are good.
Okay.
I don't know if I like him more than Van.
As you scurry up the wall, up to the glass, make a
It's hard to
perception check.
understand.
I ask him what he sees.
Make a perception check.
I will see. What I see, I see. I see, let's see, perception. That's 15. I see the bird. I see what? What else do I see?
You see the city of Heska stretching out before you. You're
I
not.
see a great view.
Is that the same city we were in?
Yes, it's the same city you were in.
So we kind of came to him, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
Are there any doors in here? Other than the one that we just came through?
Ahead of you is just what looks like a jungle. You can't see through it, and you can't see the walls to the side. It's
How
it's a
high
big.
up are we?
You're not that high up. It looks like you're maybe on a ground level. There is a tower. You can see through the glass. There's a tower to your left. It stretches up even taller before you.
Can I go ahead and not break glass as much as like cut glass so I can get through?
Yeah. If you go ahead and get one of those windows open, I'll throw you some of this rope I have, and we can just climb on out.
That's what I was thinking, cause you know, it would be easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
get
it
the
possible
window.
for me to cut? Is it possible for me to cut the glass
You can certainly
with
try.
my? All right, I use a blade I have, and I want
Is there a
to go
door?
ahead and
Can I see a
cut-
door to leave?
No, we don't
Cut
see a
it.
door. There's a
Stretching
lot of
Wall.
jungle.
ahead of you is just a jungle, and it
Ah.
encompasses the whole room. You
The
basically,
jungle's inside the dome.
yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't think you're cutting it, Logan.
Can I hear any monster noises?
Make a perception check, and Manuel make
Like a T-Rex maybe or something.
an attack roll, Manny.
Okay.
12.
A 12. You do hear the sounds of nature, birds tweeting. You do hear something else, what sounds like low thumping,
Dagger.
just one after the other, just very slowly.
Like very loud or
It's loud enough
like
that you
is
can
it a
hear it.
big creature?
It
or-
sounds like a big creature.
Okay.
All right, so that would be 21.
I'll go
Okay.
ahead and tell Igneo that any other time I'd be down to fight it, but if
Hey, well-
I'm not trying to get captured by Julius
T-Rexes can't see you well if you don't move. We're invisible, so he really can't see us. If it is
T-Rex is good meat. Just
Hey
so
Logan,
you know.
asking the DM
Tastes
if
so
we were
tender.
to kill this this T-Rex, could I
well,
reanimate
we don't
it?
know what it is. I don't
Well,
know.
You don't know what
this
it is.
monster, could I
Okay.
reanimate it?
Um,
What are my limitations to reanimation?
I have to read the class again.
Yeah, I think it's based on challenge rating,
Okay.
isn't it?
You probably wouldn't be able to reanimate it at our level.
Gotcha. In the future, okay. Well, yeah. Then my focus is still just trying to get
Okay.
out there.
Manuel, you said 21.
Yes.
Roll damage.
All right. And that's a D6. Let's see. That is a total of 6 damage.
6 damage. You take your dagger and you begin cutting the glass. You get pretty far in the way of making a nice circle that you'd be able to climb out of. When you notice that the glass where you were just cutting, the circle is now gone, it seems to almost heal itself.
All right, I break it with full-on force.
Make a strength check.
All right. That is a total of 14 damage.
14. You take, with all your might, you smash the glass. You see it crack and give way, and then the cracks mend themselves, and it seals back up.
All right, guys, we have screwed. It don't want us out. So while you guys are hanging on me with rope, I will climb on freaking glass ceiling and keep on what? Wait, actually, the glass is slippery, right?
It's not. No, you have boots to spider climb. You're fine.
Logan.
Yeah, well, there's limitations to surfaces I can climb,
Oh.
like slippery and smooth. Some smooth
How high
surfaces.
is the glass?
The glass is maybe 50 feet up.
I ask if I can borrow your boots for a second. Third gear. Third
I
gear.
will give you 1 exact second. I put the boots in his hands. 1 second. I take them back.
Can I borrow it for like a minute and a half?
Sure, I will time you. Go ahead.
Okay. I put them on. I go ahead and gather some wood really quick to make a little fire, Logan.
Okay.
And I actually I don't think I need to. I just start firebolt in my hand, and then I use control flames to try and like just make it a little bigger, and then I'm gonna try and climb up the wall as I'm making it bigger, and then just try and push and make a hole with the flames in the
Okay.
glass. Just make a circle if I can. Just trying
Make
to burn away the glass.
make for me an intelligence check.
10.
10. You press the fireball up against the glass. It starts to melt and heat up. And after a few minutes, the glass gives way, and you feel the breeze enter in and just waft into you, and you have a hole in the glass.
Nice. I had a feeling it had to do with magical damage. I climb back down and I give him his boots back. Hopefully it's been less than a minute and a half.
I've been counting. It's been at least 1 minute and 31 seconds.
Oh,
I will
well,
forgive you this time. You will not be taken. I appreciate help. Let's go.
Okay.
Alright, how are we now? You had rope, right? GCJ.
I do. I have like 50. I think I have like 50 feet of hemp rope. Hemp and rope.
Do you
I just
want
said
to
hemp
go ahead
rope.
and take
Sorry.
that back? Take that rope up there, third gear. Third gear.
Yes. I will go ahead and take rope up there. And I take rope all the way up there.
Okay, you take the rope up. There's not really a place to tie it off, so you'd have to hold it
Oh,
as they climb up.
It's tied around my waist.
Hmm.
I'm climbing up.
Okay. As Igneal, as you try to climb, Thakir, make for me a strength check.
Alright. Strength I go. No, my dice! The one that actually works. Damn it, it fell.
Your weighted dice.
No. My white dice was white breaks. 10.
10. Igneal, it takes you a while to climb the rope. And Thakir, you're holding on pretty well. Make another strength check for me.
What happened?
Man, you guys are pretty damn fat and thick, I see.
Rude.
He can't see me
got,
flick him off because I'm
another
invisible.
10. Igneal, you make your way to the top just as Thakir's arms are about to give out. You get to the top and pull yourself out of the hole.
I stay up to the top and try and help him with
Alright, this is my turn.
Ram and his brother.
Yes. Who's going first, Long or Ran?
Let Long go first.
Okay. Thakir, I need a strength check from you, but with advantage because Igneal is assisting you.
Holy shit. Oh, dude. This is like what Teamwork is like. Holy shit. I got an 18.
18. Long makes it up pretty well. He makes it to the top and pulls himself through. Now, Ran, as you start to climb up, you hear the loud thumping getting closer.
I
Quick,
pulled it out of my
can I
bag.
tell what it is?
Make a perception check to see if you can see what's coming through the trees.
While he's trying to figure it out, I'm using my
An 8?
18 fucking strength to just no leg work, nothing but arms, pull myself up this rope.
What'd you say, Igneal?
8.
I like
8. You see what looks like a large reptile moving closer and closer to Ran.
I'm going toward the pool. Let's go.
You guys, at the last minute, you pull him up just as the creature emerges into the opening that you guys were in.
Huh?
It looks around, doesn't see anything, turns around and walks back into the jungle.
Can we tell what it
My
was?
It looks like a T-Rex.
I whisper, I'll be back for you.
I guess we're safe.
Does the T-Rex hide self or anything?
Does the T-Rex what?
Hide self or anything?
It probably would sell for a fair amount.
As soon as he hears that, he just dives back in, ready for the fight.
No, we're getting out of here.
Okay. You guys are out in the open air. You seem to be in some kind of, not so much a castle, but almost like a fortress. It's got high walls all around. You guys are in the center on what looks like a dome. The glass dome. There's a large tower to your left, and to your right is an open set of gates with guards standing by.
How many guards?
About 10.
What, are they hellhounds?
Yes, they are hellhounds.
Would I be able to reach a fireball from where I'm at to them?
What's the range on fireball?
Let me look. Hold on.
Infinite.
Yeah.
As he's doing this, I decide to just walk on wall
Wait, are we still
and just
visible?
see
Are we
if
still
get on
visible? We're
top
still
of the
visible.
wall.
Why? Why shoot a fireball?
150 feet. They're about 200 feet away.
Fuck.
Are we still visible?
Let me see how long invisible
I
lasts.
think it's an
It
hour.
lasts an hour.
It's an hour. You're
No,
still
I'll see.
invisible.
Okay, then fuck that shit, dude.
Do we want to just try and sneak past them? Because I could
Sure.
fireball them if everything goes south.
Let's
My-
sneak past
I could
them.
probably-
But,
I can
but mine's
I
not
can quicken a fireball and I can cast 2 fireballs at the whole crowd of
Right,
guards.
technically, you're not invisible because you did use a spell to go ahead and break your concentration on invisibility.
What did I use?
Didn't you use a fire attack to make a hole in the?
Oh yeah,
Use
fireball.
fireball.
Yeah. I cast invisibility on myself again.
Okay.
Yes,
Forgot
Gordon.
about that.
I say we're just trying to sneak out.
Okay. Make stealth checks again for me.
With advantage again?
With advantage if you're invisible.
All right, I'm gonna walk on wall, with spider climbing,
Um,
and get out of here.
12 for me.
I got 11 and Long got 20. A net 20.
Okay.
22.
You guys quietly walk right through them. They don't seem to notice you. Drakir, you climb along the wall, and they don't seem to notice you. You guys make your way outside of the gate, and you're in the upper district, the more wealthy district. But you guys are free. You're out of
Is
We're
the
in a castle.
Is the fortress made out of stone or wood?
fortress made out of stone.
Do we
I'm
know?
gonna ask you to say that one more
do
time
we
because
know?
I couldn't hear you.
Stone.
Okay.
It's been
Is
like
where-
how many days has it been since been locked up? Technically.
You've been locked up for maybe a week. They got in there about a day or so.
All right.
Is there any way for us to figure out why he wanted to capture us again, or?
Without staying in, probably not. I mean, I don't know how many others escaped, but I don't see him wanting any of his experiments to just be out like that.
Have we been at this facility before, Logan? Do we know?
You make a history check.
Oh, well,
I
I gotta
wa-
go. I'm peeing first, though. Hold on.
Okay.
I want for Manny to have to play as 2 characters from now on. And I want him to always have to have conversations with himself. Like really in-depth conversations. And I want Vaughn to spend most of his time trying to convert. Okay.
30 kid don't believe in religion. Gods are here, but the kid don't know about it. Don't.
What made you make a new character, Manny? I'm about to roll in a second. Sorry, Logan.
Well, it was mostly because since we got split up and everything, might as well have one character for while our characters are split up.
I
No,
mean,
no problem. So
it's
I
not
guess
like
at this point, as we're walking back towards the city, we'll turn
What?
to Berker and say, hey, that definitely appreciate your help getting out of there. What are you gonna do?
Oh,
from
I got
here
a
on?
5, by the way, Logan.
I'm going over to guild. I need to go ahead and bring supplies up there.
Oh,
They ordered supplies from my group. That's all I can say.
well, it's definitely appreciate the help, man. Good luck on your travels. Manny, are we gonna go with him to the guild, or are we gonna go back to
We can
Oh,
go with him, I guess. I don't know.
Speaking of which, do you all need a do you guys need escort out of town?
well, now that Julius is here?
I'm fine with chilling, but I mean, it's up to you, Ran.
Now that Julius is here, I doubt, especially once he realizes that we're gone, he's gonna come looking for us again. If we're gonna
I
stay
think we-
here, I don't think we should stay long.
We should at least take that rematch at the arena and have a fair fight with
You
that
know,
one guy.
upsets because I definitely want to fight the
I-
champion
If
again.
anything, I will help. Do you have anybody else that wants to join along? Pretty sure they're probably not around town. If
This
you've
prob-
been in here like for
We had a
couple of days or
companion,
so.
Vaughn, but I don't
He's a
know what
dick.
happened to him.
He probably went somewhere else. Who knows?
Oh, Maybe I'll find him dead in the gutter soon. Okay, who knows?
Logan,
Maybe
did
you
you hear
should
me on
ask-
my history roll?
With a 5, you aren't
Yeah.
familiar with this place. It could be where you were brought when you were younger, but
Okay.
your memory is foggy.
Well, first things first, I'm gonna go find that store that we went to a while ago. I still want to buy that unmovable rod. You thought I forgot, didn't you, Logan?
That's
I
the
didn't.
that's the guild, right? You're talking about
I think so.
the merchants, the big merchants guild.
Yeah. I guess we'll accompany you to the guild then.
Ah, I guess this is a good coincidence.
Did I ever give you that 1,000 gold, Javon? I don't think I did. I don't know.
You said what?
I have 1,000 gold for you for some reason. I don't know if I ever gave it to you or not.
I don't know.
Probably
I'm gonna
didn't.
take it.
Is that alright, Logan? I have it circled. I didn't mark it off, so I don't know if I
Okay,
gave it to him
that's
or not.
fine.
Alright.
It doesn't sound familiar. I appreciate it.
I don't remember what it was from though.
Cool.
It might have been a contract we were finishing up or something. I don't remember. I'm
Cool.
erasing it now though.
All right, I got it. All right, we're heading back to the guild.
Okay. It takes you maybe 5 minutes. Are you guys staying invisible or are you dropping your invisibility?
I think we.
I walk whenever I get a chance. I walk into an alley and drop my invisibility, and then drop back out of the alley.
I literally
I
do
don't-
it in the middle of the alley. Zero
I don't understand how people would react to a person changing from a elf wizard to like a point blank black lizard. I just drop my disguise and just keep on walking towards the guild. In
Okay.
middle of everyone.
Wait, how do we know this isn't Vaughn? Vaughn can just change his appearance at any time he wants.
What the fuck is Vaughn? Who's this Vaughn?
I look at him very suspiciously. Are you Vaughn? Huh? Have you
What
been
the
working
hell?
with Julius this whole time?
I want to stab Vaughn in the face. But I have to roll for that. Nat
What the
20,
hell,
he's
Harry?
dead.
I insight check. Is this
Logan, say
Vaughn?
it, say he's dead. Logan,
Logan.
Make an insight check.
you said what? Logan, say
Oh my
it. Say he's dead.
I got a 4.
Say he's dead, Logan.
A 4.
19. I got a 19, Logan.
Oh, he's definitely Vaughn, let me tell you.
I want to stab him, Logan. Roll for initiative. Let's go.
I uncanny dodge his ass.
19. I attack first. Nat 20. I'm stabbing him in the face. On the bonus
I like
attack,
these real rolls.
I stab him again. That was a 5. I missed the second one. But he's dead.
Okay.
What the
Oh, no.
fuck?
As you guys
Um,
are making your way through the city to the Merchants Guild, you do notice that there is an upbeat of hellhounds. There seems to be more around in the area.
Like, is
Yeah.
it like more like
Oh,
than before? Like we had
shit.
noticed. Like, are they looking for us? Maybe.
It looks like they're looking for something, but there's a giant, like
yeah,
maybe
figured out that we're, I guess.
when you
it's,
first
Yeah.
arrived, there were maybe, you'd see maybe 10 wandering the streets. Now you see hundreds.
I kind of whisper
Alright.
to Rand. I say, I think we're being hunted.
Yeah, we need to hurry up and get out of town then.
Is there any? I need to find the shortcut. I need to find the back entrance to the guild, please. Wait, give me a bit. Hey, look, can I look for that back entrance?
Do I have a map or anything of this continent or whatever we're on, Logan?
You have not purchased a map yet, no.
Fuck.
Look, am I able to find like a secret entrance into
Make-
the merchants guild?
Make an investigation check.
All right. Let's see. That is a 13.
13?
Yes.
It takes you a few minutes, but you do find a hidden door in an alleyway. And when you knock on it, the little slider opens, sees who you are, and then opens up and allows you inside.
All right. People, come in if you want to, survive. But I'm just gonna close the door on you.
I follow him, I guess.
That's one. Okay. What about you? No. All right.
Yeah.
Closing door.
Just-
Wait.
Let's go.
You're coming in.
Oh,
okay.
shoot. Yeah, you know I'm coming in.
Okay.
Kenya.
You guys enter
As-
into the Merchants Guild, the back entrance.
As I entered in, I found the closest table and I laid out the supplies that I was bringing. Here, this is what you guys wanted. We got artifacts. I also have swords, magic swords, regular swords. You know, swords.
You see.
Also,
Go ahead.
Wait, you're selling
Oh.
magical swords? I want a magical sword.
no.
You selling
Smuggling
drugs?
swords.
I want drugs.
Smuggling shit.
You got any of that skooma? I like.
What? No, ask them. You helped me, maybe they might help you.
You see a woman, an elven woman dressed in fine robes. Her blonde hair's tied into a ponytail.
Yep.
She's got bags under her eyes, and her right ear is missing, is half cut off. But she approaches you, and she stretches out her hand to you, Trakir, and says, "Oh, thank you so much for getting these supplies to us. It's a little late, but better late than never."
I got almost compromised. I think I've been betrayed. Somebody in our group, our faction over here, kind of betrayed me. I am sorry.
She goes, "That's quite all right." And she pulls out a coin purse and says, "Here's your payment," and she hands it to you.
Thank you. I gotta ask, is it possible for you to help me get out of here with these guys? We need to smuggle ourselves out. It seems like, yeah, there's heat.
Before we do that, could I buy a magical sword or like weapon of melee kind?
I am going to buy my freaking unmovable rod.
She goes, "One immovable rod, and what kind of weapon are you looking for?"
Whatever you got, and doesn't matter too much. Just kind of the melee kind for someone who might not be very good at stabbing things on their own.
Would a plus
base.
would a +2 weapon be okay?
You got anything a little more magical?
Let's see.
I'm really bad at stabbing things on my own.
Oh, yeah, let me tell you. He was so bad at stabbing, he turned invincible and just walked away.
What are you doing, Javon?
What are you doing?
I feel like I'm in a vacuum.
You like in the vacuum?
I am half vacuum.
We have a sword of life stealing for only 1,000.
Is that it?
Well,
I mean,
you
that's,
said
that's quality, but I'm just wondering if that's it.
she kind of looks around and says, "With the local heat kind of being raised, it's harder for us to get supplies in."
I don't know what I'm looking for. I need something that helps me. I don't think lifesteal helps me.
How
Health
about-
back would be good, but
How about a sword of
I think the
wounding?
immovable rod was like
I
8,000,
didn't hear
right?
what you
The
said.
immovable rod was 5,000.
Oh yes, ma'am.
What
By chance,
would you say, Logan?
She also has a sword of wounding for 2,000.
I think I'll buy that. That'll be good.
Ma'am,
Okay.
By chance, did you see a man named Vaughn by chance? Because he seemed to be these people keep on talking about this guy Vaughn, and then they go ahead and accuse me of being Vaughn. I
He's
don't
Vaughn.
know how I could be Vaughn.
He's definitely gone. You're gonna slit his throat in his sleep.
She says we had someone named Vaughn. I don't know
I
if.
bought that sword, by the way.
Okay, that's 2,000. She goes, "We had someone named Vaughn. They came in and made some purchases. So
What about the immovable rod?
you bought the movable rod, 5,000. So mark off 5,000 gold."
Hell yeah, it's cheaper than the last time.
Jesus. Continue your sound
This is gonna come in handy.
Do not put that in your ass.
Oh damn it!
Oh god, you
Like
put it up
last
your
time.
ass and you're unmovable.
I'll put it on Vaughn's throat.
Oh wow, that's crude. What were you saying?
That
Logan?
would be a good way to keep people prisoner.
What would
Does it just hover in the air, or does that have to be attached to something?
you put it in the air? You click a button and then it can't be moved. It'll just float there.
Oh, nice. So you can like pin someone to the ground, put it above their neck, and then just click it, and it'll keep them there.
You guys are demented.
I am
Yeah.
not demented.
I thought you could use it to hold a door closed, but you jump right to holding someone down on the ground.
Prisoner. Yeah, prisoners, man. Sometimes you gotta interrogate people.
Okay. So
I'm
Manuel.
gonna use it next time we fight the champion. Well, the ex-champion, because we're the champions. If we ever get to come back here, which we probably won't
What
get to.
has Vaughn been doing in the past day?
Okay, so this is what Vaughn pretty much did. He turned invisible after grabbing all the food rations from the champions room. He headed over to the Merchants Guild, made a purchase for a full body armor plate, full
Plate
plate
mail.
armor. Yeah. So it rose his armor class from whatever it was to 18 plus the shield, which gave him a 3 for 21 armor.
Okay.
From there he headed to the church to go ahead and see where he's needed next. After he donated the food rations that he got from the champions realm to the church and left off. I don't know which town he went to. That's up to you for you to choose, Logan. Because that's probably where I'll be smuggling these guys to.
Okay. Igneal,
Yeah,
the woman
that was right.
kind of.
No, I'm sorry, you're good.
You're good. The woman kind of looks to the three of you and says, "If you want to leave the city, your best bet is to ask a favor from Venom Fang."
Venom thing. Ugh.
Oh, I know who Venom Fang is. I've done work with her in the past. You could say I'm one of her higher associates.
Oh, are you like actually a hired associate? Was that like a metaphor, or was that like literally meaning it?
It's kind of like a metaphor. I've done a lot of dealings with her. I've worked
Okay,
a bit of contracts for her.
that makes more sense to me now.
Do you know Venom Fang?
I wouldn't say I know them. I
If you're
would
if you're
say
asking
that
me, okay,
I associate.
I'm asking Manny's character.
I don't know her.
I wouldn't say I know her as much as I associate for special reasons with my faction or group.
Logan's being quiet.
I'm just letting you guys talk.
All right, I think we should go talk to Venom Fang and see if we can get out of here, man.
Okay. She draws you a little. Well, you don't need a map. You've been there before, Igneal.
Yeah.
You take them outside through the streets. I'm sorry, I'm rubbing my nose.
Oh, the cocaine, huh?
You guys make your way through the streets.
Whenever I meet up with her, I bow before her. So.
Okay. You meet up in a warehouse district.
I bow before no one. Not again.
You find a warehouse number 13 with an iron door at the front of it. Igneal, you know how to get in. You do the special knock, and the door slides open. As you enter, the warehouse is pretty much, it's just giant and open air, but set up in the center, it looks like a bar with maybe 10 or so people drinking and having merriment. There's a little sand pit off to the side where two men are wrestling, and sitting up on a second floor balcony is Venom Fang, she's a young girl, she looks like she's maybe 14 or 15. She's sitting on top of the second floor with a woman standing next to her in robes.
I'd wrestle.
You'd like to wrestle?
Yes.
This is we're in the same city, right?
You're in Heska, yeah.
Just like the dogs. Okay. I bow before Venom Fang and I go, my grace, because I just worship her. I don't know. My grace, we're looking for what the fuck is it called?
Escape.
Yeah, to be smuggled out of the city.
She kind of looks at you and laughs and says, "What did you get into this time?"
Well, we're being, or me and my friend Ran here. We escaped from Julius Cadence,
Cadence.
and he's found us again and captured us, and we're escaping from the city. They're looking for us. Pretty sure there's a manhunt of hellhounds after us.
She kind of yawns and says, "The manhunt's not for you.
It's not. Who's it for?
It's for a firebolg."
Hmm. Vaughn.
She kind of says, "From what information I gather, he was part of a group who attacked Julius Cadence." And she kind of looks and says, "I'm guessing that's you. He was the only one who escaped.
Yes.
So now the hellhounds are after him. They haven't found him, but if
He.
go ahead."
I was
Last time,
wondering if you knew any information on why he was looking for us. Maybe then.
From what I've heard in the grapevine, you two, I assume, were captured after completing the Champions Challenge. You attacked
Yes.
Julius and were then whisked away to his hellhole of a tower. I wouldn't be surprised if, once they found out you've escaped, if the manhunt also has you involved. So I'd recommend getting out of the city as fast as you can.
That's why we're here.
as I
Have you any
powerball the-
word of where Vaughn went?
As I powerballed the guy on the ground, their kid needs to escape too, because he would probably be in trouble.
Because I can arrange an escape. If you want to get your friend, I've heard he's at the church. I've got some spies on the inside.
If we could get an escort for us out of the city, smuggle all three of us. Well, four, including Long, and I don't know if this other new acquaintance we have here is going with us or not. But
Their
you
kid
could
goes where
secure
he
an
needs to
escort for us
smuggle.
outside of the town or city. I mean, and that'd be fantastic.
She
Kind of
goes,
thing.
"I have an idea. I have a boat leaving tomorrow morning to go to Viet. It's got a crew, but I need some guards for my more valuable trinkets. If you're willing to take on guard duty aboard the ship, I'll consider it free passage to Viet and out of the continent."
I can do that. I
Good
don't know
wording.
about these other two if they want to.
Don't worry. The kid has a skill in driving water boats.
Ran, are you okay with that? Rand's not here.
I think he is right now
I am
gambling.
here. No, I am here. It's,
Okay.
I muted while I was cooking. My bad. I will not lie to you. I will guard your equipment if you allow us on the ship, but I will not die for it.
I like to insight check him.
Who, me? Cooking?
Yes, I like to insight check you.
Oh,
You can make an
okay.
insight check.
Only Manny.
Because I have times with lots of people. 12.
12? Javon,
Also,
are you being honest?
so-
I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say that you need to roll a 15 to get my honest answer. So anything I say right now could be a lie. So I'm gonna say yes. Yes, I am.
Also, Venom Fang, I can do some work for you on the side if need be as well. If you need anything done.
I have some bounties in Viet that need to be taken care of.
Okay, Manny. That's what I got.
That's good. That's no problem. Kind of stuff.
She
He
goes,
is a
but
thief.
first, before you leave, I'd advise getting your friend. He's at the church just waiting.
Okay,
Where is he?
we'll
Well,
get him and meet you
dun,
back here
dun.
then, or
You
Maybe
guys
set
can
the
stay
dog-
the night.
Well, I guess meet
You
you
can
at the
stay the
doctor,
night
guess,
in
is
the
my
bar,
assumption.
and then in the morning you can take the ship off.
All right.
okay. So I think we should go get him now then, friends.
Okay. You guys head back out into the city. It only
I
takes
can
you.
we can invisibility our way there. Blah, 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 blah.
I will stay here because I can't turn invisible.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right.
Ignil and Rand, you guys make your way back into the city.
I go invisible,
Okay.
Mhm.
You guys are invisible.
and I hold Javon's hand.
Mhm. Mhm.
You guys make your way to the Temple District, and you find the Temple of Terra. Inside, just kind of helping out and being a general, just handyman, you see Vaughn over in the corner just fixing a pew.
What?
I want to
Hello?
go.
Wait,
I want
There's
to
some-
walk
I
up
don't-
to him with dagger
I don't
in
see
hand.
anybody.
Yeah, it's.
Oh yeah,
it's-
he can't see me.
you're
But I'm
invisible.
I have one I break my invisibility. I have one left, so for the day. Hey,
Hello?
we're gonna. I don't know if you've heard, but the Hellhounds are looking for you. They're also looking for us. We're gonna get smuggled out of the city through an acquaintance I know, Venom Fang. I've done a lot of work with her in the past. For her as well. With
You
and
know,
for.
with
do
and
that.
4 and 2, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I see you're here, but I hear voices.
I want to
I hear the
appear
voice in
behind
the
him. I want to cut his
distance.
arm and put some of his blood in my vial.
This just happened.
I taste
This
some
is
of the blood to
payment.
make sure
This
it's
is
Vaughn.
payment for abandoning us.
I taste some of the blood and make sure it's Vaughn.
It's Vaughn.
I stand here confused because I don't know what the fuck just happened.
All right, we need to leave. We need to
Alright,
leave
but
town.
we need to leave and go to our hideout thing.
The bar.
I recommend using a disguise. They're actively looking for you. Or invisibility,
Oh.
whichever you choose.
You know what? You know what I can do? I'm gonna go ahead and turn myself into a lizard. Black one. Unless.
Does he look like the same lizard guy we met before?
Vaughn has never seen Thakir, so it just looks like a black lizard folk.
It looks like a It looks like a black rogue lizard, but
I
it does not
suspiciously look at
similar.
him.
What?
I don't trust you.
What?
I
cut
go
him.
invisible.
I cut him again. Take some more blood.
I go invisible.
Okay.
Ow!
Hold my hand.
I-
Oh fuck. Oh no, we're good. It's a 7. It's not a 1.
I turn invisible as well.
Logan,
I
know-
hold his hand and we're escorting him. We're
I now
all
have two. I now
escorting
have
each other,
two.
holding hands together.
2 vials of blood.
I know.
Vaughn?
So I now have 2 vials of blood.
Okay.
I regret nothing.
Wow.
I'm holding
You do
Bran
this.
and Vaughn's hand as
You-
I escort them back to the hideout, the Venom Fang's place.
Okay.
That's 2 damage, right?
Yeah,
Total,
2
right?
2 damage, 1 point each.
Mhm.
Okay.
You guys make your way back to the
You got a
bar.
lot of explaining to do when we get out of here.
You guys make
Alright,
your way back
yeah.
to the warehouse district, to the bar.
Mhm.
You're allowed back in. Thakir is still in the wrestling pit, just dominating people.
I wonder.
Thakir is champ.
Thakir, come meet our friend Vaughn. Vaughn, Thakir. You guys should talk for a while.
I
Let's go
break.
each other.
I break my.
I break invisibility when we're back at the base camp.
Okay, no.
Hideout.
Introduce yourself. To Thakir.
Thakir, look at this guy. He look like father, but he's not father.
Okay. And
Uh.
go on.
uh
You two talk for a little bit.
Who?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys. Thakir and Vaughn.
What?
We're gonna be traveling
Guys.
together, so the least you guys can do is get to know each other.
Why?
Yeah, that's it. So.
So I did not expect this to happen.
Yep.
I turned into a. I was hoping to turn into a black lizard, not hoping that no one else would turn into me.
Yep.
That'd be what. So
I see it. He turned into like an actual small black lizard or like a black lizard person.
lizard man to a lizard man. That
Oh,
looks
okay.
that looks like him at the same time.
You two- This is
I-
Vaughn.
I-
This is what it looks
I-
like.
I break my disguise because yeah.
You two should talk. You two
I
should,
time it, and I spank his ass as he's changing back into his normal form.
Mhm,
Okay.
Almost as if like I caused him to change back.
mhm.
I'd like to assist in this deception.
Okay, make a deception check.
Me or Manny?
You.
You. With advantage because he's assisting.
Hold on. Sorry, I wasn't in my room. s- um, 16 plus. It's a 19. No, more than 19. So
Okay.
it's
The
like
bar around you,
23.
the crowd around you is kind of looking at you confused, and then they go back to their drinks. Fakir, make an insight check.
On myself, wow. That's amazing. I got a nat 20 plus 4. I got a nat 24.
What are you making me for dinner, Javon?
I just made a little pulled pork and cheese quesadilla.
I got a nat 24, Logan.
Okay. You see through the fact that he transformed on his own.
It was. I rolled a 20. It was like a. I don't know. I think it was a 23. So he barely beat it.
Very cute to
Sorry.
see that you are trying to make metaphor again. I can't let that happen.
Okay. You guys settle in. There are some bunks on the second floor. You guys settle in for a quick night rest. The morning comes, and that's where we're gonna end it.
All right.
All right.
Did we throw you off, Logan, again?
You guys stealthed out
I
of a
feel like
dungeon
Logan was definitely
that
anticipating
had a
us to
lot
fight the,
of stuff that you were supposed to
There's
fight.
a lot of enemies and shit. Oh, shit.
You got
Yeah.
past all.
Did we still get the experience?